Greetings and welcome to this edition of Rhino School of Rock. In this lesson, we are going to be going over step number 5 specifically of our 29-point examination. Okay, every diamond that leaves the good old gold that people purchase from us online go through a 29-point evaluation, which we have a direct link to on our homepage. You can see all 29 steps. This step that we're going to be covering in this video is basically covers steps 4 and 5. Step number 4 is checking for internal graining and strain. And step number 5 is checking for graining or fluorescence that impacts the transparency of the diamond. So we're going to demonstrate to you in this video precisely what we're talking about. All right, but before we look at the diamonds, I want to show you some of the techie stats on the two diamonds we're going to be looking at. And I want to see if you would make a buying decision based on the information alone that I'm going to show you from the technical data.
Alrighty, so as we go and look at this techie data, I just want to show you here on our homepage, on our new homepage, is where you can see that the link to that 29-point inspection. So if you want to see that, you just click on that link and that'll show you all the steps that we take when we do it. Now the diamond that we're going to be looking at in this clip specifically is diamond number 7735 and is this 207 ISI1. Alright, so as we look at the techie data, we see, let's look at the hearts and arrows imagery first. Okay, we got a nice arrows formation, a beautiful symmetrical optical pattern going on here with your 8 arrows, your hearts. Okay, there's little teeny tiny clefts in the hearts, but they're all symmetrically the same. Okay, so its optical symmetry is superior. Okay, it's a very symmetrically cut diamond. The Diam X-ray image shows little to no light leakage, just these little bitty whites around the edge, which is common to all properly cut hearts and arrow diamonds. Your A set shows minimal greens, phenomenal saturation of reds, and a perfect distribution of blue. So everything's looking good there. This is a diamond that is a GIA excellent in the cut quality, a triple excellent, and also attains AGS ideal light performance. It gets a 0 in light performance deduction. So this is a superior optical symmetry, precision cut diamond, and it has light performance that falls in the zenith of GIA excellent and AGS ideal. Under the microscope, we're going to be taking a look at under the microscope in a little bit more detail. We're going to take you in video under the microscope, but this is showing typically what you see in an SI1 clarity grade, the feather. It's located under the at the bottom of the diamond there. Some other small inclusions here. Okay, so nothing unusual. All right, and when we look at the AGS PGS results, a 34.8 crown angle with a 40.8 pavilion angle, a 57 table, 61.5 depth. All the numbers on this are looking real good. Okay, so that's your techie data. So if you just saw that information alone on the diamond, think about this. Would you buy the diamond? It's got all these things. And my lab assistant even put lifetime guarantee on this. We didn't publish this publicly, but this diamond is not backed with lifetime guarantees. That would be changed. Okay. So in any case, what we're going to do now is take this diamond and we're going to be comparing it to another 2-carat diamond in our inventory with hearts and arrows, 7281. Okay, it's another diamond in our inventory, a 2-carat HSI1 hearts and arrows, and we're going to be looking at the two of these side by side in the next visual comparison. All right, and we're going to go there now.
All right, now that we've looked at the critical data, okay, we're first observing the diamonds here in diffuse lighting. And the diamond on the left is the 2-carat HSI1. The diamond on the right is the 2-carat ISI1. Okay, well, so both of these have superior optical symmetry. Both of them score the highest optics on all of the exams that we perform on the diamonds. And in diffuse lighting, really we don't see that much of a difference, do we? Okay, and we don't. Now we're going to take these two diamonds away from the diffuse lighting and show you them in different spotlighting environments. I want to see if you can see the difference. Okay, this first spotlighting environment is one of our weaker spotlighting environments. Nonetheless, I can see a visible difference from this diamond to this diamond, namely in its transparency. Okay, this diamond on the right is taking on more of a haze type of an appearance. There's a hazy type of an appearance to the diamond on the right, where the diamond on the left has beautiful transparency, and this has nothing to do with the clarity of the diamond. Okay, this has to do with an internal crystal structure. Irregular crystal growth within the diamond is referred to as graining. So this diamond on the right has graining issues. Okay, one of the best lighting to see the effects of the graining is right here in direct sunlight. I happen to be outside right now in direct sunlight. The diamond on the left does not have the graining. The diamond on the right does. And you can see that visual difference and the haze probably the best in direct sunlighting. And I'm looking at the screen on the video camera. It looks like I'm capturing it pretty well. But this is a clear view to it. Get some strong flare coming off there too.
Okay, here we are with that 207 ISI1 under the microscope, and we're zooming in. You could see a couple little crystals on the left-hand side, a little bit of a dark cloud. There is the primary grater at the bottom of the diamond, a feather at the bottom. As we go up towards the north end of the diamond, we could see a feather up there as well. Okay, and as zooming out, as we turn the diamond upside down, we can see little crystals there on the right-hand side, which we saw also in the face-up view. There are some dust particles. Now we're going to zoom in and focus on a cloud, a compact cloud. That's also with a feather or crystal in the center of it. That was down there. All right. Now we're going to take this diamond and we're going to put it under cross-polarizing filters, which will allow us to see the effects of grain and strain. As I rotate the polarizing filters, you could see the saturation of color, particularly blue, generated throughout the entire diamond. It is this grain and strain, primarily the graining though, that causes that haze that we saw in the spotlighting. Okay, as I rotate the filter, you could see the colors concentrate solely, primarily around the imperfections. But right there, like right there, but when you see all that saturation of blue, those are the effects of grain and strain as observed through the cross-polarizing filters. There's with the filter taken away.
Okay, so just to summarize this video, this term graining in a diamond can impact the transparency of the diamond and is something that we specifically look for when we're making buying decisions for our own inventory or if we're going to encourage any of our clients into a diamond. And I'm just reading from the GIA Diamond Dictionary because to show you some of the different ways that graining is used in the industry so that you don't confuse what it is we were looking at. First of all, a grain can refer to cleavage, soaring, or polishing plane in a diamond, a cleavage grain, soaring grain, etc. When used alone in this sense, it usually refers to a polishing direction. So when diamond cutters are cutting a diamond, they want to cut with the grain. They don't want to cut against the grain. Think of it in the sense of like a tree. Like also a tree has graining in it, and when you if you want to split a log, you want to send that axe with the grain, not against the grain if you want to split it. But if you're sawing, you're generally sawing against the grain. So when they're cutting diamonds, the plane or the grain direction is going to impact cutting decisions. But what we're concerning ourselves with here is they also have a definition under grain lines which states visible shadow-like lines on the surface of or inside a diamond caused by irregularities in the crystal structure, often a result of twinning or growth defects. Grain lines frequently look like polishing lines, except that they can cross facet junctions, while polishing lines cannot. They usually cannot be removed by recutting or polishing, also called graining, knot lines, and twinning lines. And this specifically was the features that we saw in the diamond that we just looked at in this video. So that internal graining, and we also saw results of strain when you looked at the video under the microscope, were features about this diamond that impacted its transparency. Many times this will be noted on a GIA report. It is noted on this diamond's GIA report, but just because a GIA report notes graining doesn't necessarily mean it's going to impact the transparency. So that wouldn't be an automatic disqualifier of whether a diamond's transparency was impacted or not. That physical examination must be performed, and is one reason why we hope you would choose to use good old gold when it comes to your purchasing decision for a diamond engagement ring. Thanks for watching.